Of all of the people to get a visit from the Secret Service, I didn't think it would be Eminem. But here's the story from BuzzFeed. The Secret Service interviewed Eminem over, quote, threatening lyrics about Trump and Ivanka. These docs prove it. And this is coming from FOIA master, artisan, Jason Leopold. This dude is a FOIA beast. For those that aren't familiar, the Freedom of Information Act allows people to submit requests to the government for documents. And this dude is probably the best and most prolific getter of documents. Apparently now, he has uncovered that the Secret Service interviewed Eminem over threatening lyrics. It says documents obtained by BuzzFeed News show the Secret Service interviewed the rapper about his Trump lyrics after an email from a TMZ staffer. In August 2018, Eminem announced the surprise release of his new album, Kamikaze, in a tweet, delighting his fans with 13 fiery new raps, just 8 months after he dropped his last album, Revival. Kamikaze's lead track, The Ringer, immediately attracted attention on social media due to the lyrics in which Eminem, a fierce critic of President Donald Trump, claimed he was visited by the Secret Service, saying, "'Cause Agent Orange just sent the Secret Service to meet in person to see if I really think of hurting him or ask if I'm linked to terrorists." Excuse me. I said only when it comes to ink and lyricists. So apparently there was speculation that because of this song, it actually happened. But now I guess the proof is in the pudding. They got the documents. It really did happen. At the time, the Secret Service refused to say whether agents had indeed visited Eminem, citing their policy of not commenting on or confirming the absence or existence of specific investigations. So last year, BuzzFeed News filed a Freedom of Information Act request with the Secret Service to find out if agents really were sent to speak with Eminem. Don't you love this timeline? Wow. You know, I wonder what happened in 2016. I think as I was sitting there in Washington, D.C., looking at that, there was a meter on the New York Times showing Trump's probability of winning. We were actively phasing into a different dimension where everything just went off the rails. Either that, the 12-year-old who's playing whatever video game this is, because we're in a simulation, half kidding, I'm kidding, by the way, decided to enter like a crazy scenario. They say, this week, the agency turned over 40 pages of documents that prove they did, in fact, interview the rapper. It turns out their interest in speaking with him was based on threatening lyrics from his rap, Framed, that appeared on Revival. The Secret Service characterized Eminem as, quote, exhibiting inappropriate behavior, and noted that he, via the rap, threatens protectee. So now we have this document here. It says Mathers Tavis. What does that mean? It says Eminem, case status is closed. Marshall Bruce Mathers. I didn't know his middle name was Bruce. Now I do. According to the documents, on December 15th, 2017, the day Revival was released, a concerned citizen reported Marshall Mathers, the rapper Eminem, had a song called Framed with an inappropriate comment towards President Donald Trump and a threatening comment towards Ivanka Trump. The concerned citizen was a TMZ employee. That's crazy. According to the documents, they sent the Secret Service an email with a link to an article in The Hill about the song, saying, I want to know if your agency is investigating Eminem for his threatening lyrics about first daughter Ivanka Trump, the person wrote. So this is not TMZ necessarily telling them to investigate, but that you always got to pay attention to these weaselly things journalists do, where they're like contacting the Secret Service and say, are you gonna do it? Are you doing it? It's like, But I will admit in this case, they may, this may be just a standard journalist question saying like, hey, this is big news. Are you, we're seeking a comment. It appears the TMZ employee was seeking comment from the Secret Service. The documents do not reveal the agency received correspondence from any other individual about the song. Hours before the email was sent, TMZ had published a story about Eminem's lyrics criticizing Trump. TMZ did not respond to a request for comment for the story. I'm going to have to say, this seems like phishing to me. This seems TMZ was trying to spark something to report on. If there was no reason to cover this, if there was no prompt, if there was no one talking about it, why contact the Secret Service in the first place? But again, this one's not so cut and dry, right? Maybe they were genuine, like, this is huge, right? It's an Eminem album. The Secret Service investigative documents, which are heavily redacted, go on to say the song was about a murder that he could remember and must be framed with the specific lyrics. They say Donald ducks on as the Tonka truck in the yard, but dog, how the F is Ivanka Trump in the trunk of my car? because I feel somewhat responsible for the dumb little blonde girl. I'm not going to read too much of it because I do not want to repeat any potentially threatening lyrics. The documents also note, this is not the first time Mathers made threatening comments toward POTUS and his family. In June 2017, Mathers freestyled comments that were threatening in nature toward POTUS. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Included as background evidence to support Eminem's hatred of Trump was a December 18th, 2017 interview Vulture conducted with the rapper, in which he said Trump makes his blood boil. The Secret Service documents show the agency's Protective Intelligence and Assessment Division conducted a background check on Eminem and started to arrange an interview with the rapper through his attorneys on December 20th, 2017. I think it's interesting that Eminem's going to be upset about this. Like, dude, seriously, man, you don't got to like the president, but when you make statements like this, don't be surprised when a knock comes on your door, right? No, he's going to rap about it. The interview took place a month later, on the afternoon of January 16th, 2018, with Eminem and his legal team. 2 pages of documents summarizing the discussion were entirely redacted, but shows that it centered around Eminem's BET freestyle rap and the lyrics in framed. During the interview with the Secret Service, when agents began to read the lyrics of his freestyle rap, Mathers was familiar with the song copy editor guys, and began rap. Wait, what? Oh, okay. This is a quote from the documents that are poorly written. It says Mathers was familiar with the song and began rap along with the interviewers as the verse was read, according to the documents. At the conclusion of the interview, agents again offered to answer any questions. It was also explained that any additional questions about the investigation should be directed to the United States Secret Service, Office of Government and Public Affairs Counsel, then escorted agents from Mathers' office, the documents say. The interview was discussed 2 days later at a Secret Service meeting. The documents say, quote, and it was determined that the case will be non-referred to a federal prosecutor. Elsewhere in the documents, which refer to the rapper throughout by his real name, Marshall Mathers, there is a section that lists his aliases, Eminem and Slim Shady. I never quite understood why he's simultaneously Marshall Mathers, Eminem, and Slim Shady, but that's on him. But I will say, I don't know if the lyrics themselves warranted this kind of Secret Service follow-up. However, there have been many circumstances in which high-profile individuals have made allusions to violence and threats against our government officials. I am not a fan of the president for a lot of reasons, and I'll give you the one right now, because I always do, whenever there's news, okay, Saudi Arabia, sending troops to Saudi Arabia, no, bad. Orange man bad in this capacity. I have no problem praising him when he does good. You know, taking our troops out of Syria in a certain light I lean towards, we should probably do it. It's complicated. Saudi Arabia is a big no. So whenever I have to do this, people always say, Tim, why do you always throw this in? Because listen, otherwise they're going to claim I'm defending the president in everything he does because people don't understand nuance. Not the case. I'll tell you this. Don't threaten the president. Okay? Don't threaten people, period. We're not here to play these games. But we just had a billboard ad in Times Square of the president hogtied. We've had Snoop Dogg do music video. I don't even want to describe it because I don't want to. We're already in murky territory. You had Kathy Griffin. Come on. And they get mad that someone not associated with the president made a meme video of the movie Kingsman. First of all, I don't know if you guys saw this ridiculous controversy. It was the Kingsman film, but Trump's face, and then all the pundits, and he's killing them all. And it played in a side room at an event on a tiny screen that nobody paid attention to and nobody saw, and it became a New York Times story. But where's the outrage over this? Like, I understand social media lit up, all right? And again, I don't really know a lot about his lyrics and whether it was warranted. But we did see news about the billboard. We did see news about Kathy Griffin. She actually lost her job in a lot of ways. But why does it keep happening? Why is it ever acceptable? And maybe people should knock it off. That goes for the meme, too, that was about Trump. But here's the thing, Trump didn't make it. They act like it's Trump's fault. Some random internet person makes this meme. This is Eminem, this is Kathy Griffin, this is a major brand doing these things. It's Snoop Dogg. Guys, everybody, chill. Stop acting this way, man. We do not want to get, so my main channel video is about the fears that people have over civil war, and this is the kind of stuff that fuels it. I was thinking of including this in there to talk about, when you have celebrity rappers getting visits from the Secret Service, things are getting bad. Chill out. Man, go bowling. Go chill down by the water. Turn off your phone. Get off Twitter. I mean, I look, people say this to me all the time, too. But yeah, I know. I'm not a rapper. all right? It's my job to be paying attention to this, and I do think I'm a rather middle-of-the-road milquetoast fence-sitter. I think most of you would agree. But why is Eminem involved in this fight? Why is Kathy Griffin? Why are clothing brands involved in this fight? Chill, dude. You know, I used to be very much in favor of people getting active in politics. Like, man, if only everybody cared. And now I'm kind of having a change of heart. Like, no, everybody needs to calm down, pay attention enough, but don't get too crazy about this stuff. We're already seeing video games, movies, rap music, everything's going nuts. I long for the days where people just played video games, and video games are just video games, but now everything is politics. So, whatever, man. I don't know if you're an Eminem fan or not, so I'll leave it there, but I will add one more thing. You know, really good job to Jason Leopold. He's amazing. Fully a master. This is amazing confirmation showing that in the newest song, indeed, the Orange Man did in fact send his Secret Service agents to check out. I mean, I'm kidding. You know, I don't think Trump necessarily ordered it. I think they do this. They follow up. But anyway, I'll leave it there. Stick around. Next segment's coming up tomorrow at 10 a.m. Podcast at 6:30, and I will see you all next time.